Good morning, everyone. My name is June, born in July, aka Bisayang Kamay, and welcome to Team Rising Superstars in London, headed by Mrs. Grace Viloria de Gammon. I would like to invite you all to listen to this eye health awareness presentation brought to us by Mega Glorian International, whose vision is to stay young, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay fit. And for the information of everyone, this presentation doesn't take that long, so please fasten your seatbelt as I'm going to start off our product presentation for today. The name of the company is called Mega Glorian International. As I have mentioned a while ago, its greater vision is to stay young, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay fit. Just a disclaimer, MGI products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases. I'd like to repeat, MGI products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases. Mega Glorian International is a pioneer company that promotes high-level nanotech energy products that are very useful for health therapy. Mega Glorian International originated in Indonesia in the year 2017. 1 year later, it actually opened up its branch in the Philippines in the year 2018. 2 years later in Malaysia, and 3 years later in Thailand. Now, the branch that we have in the Philippines is located at upper ground floor Shaw Plaza 1 building, 561 Shaw Boulevard, Barangay Wakwak, Green Hills East, Mandaluyong City in the Philippines. And of course, the people behind the success of this company are the following. Firstly, Anthony Shen. He is the MGI Global CEO and founder. And of course, we have Dr. Soon Lee Fong, the president and founder of iInspec Medical Frame Technology, chairman of the iInspec Foundation Malaysia, and chairman of the Hong Kong Vision Foundation. And he is the chairman of Floater Eyes Society Malaysia. And before I forget, Dr. Soon Lee Fong is an ophthalmologist and a scientist himself. And of course, Captain Roy Rivera, he is MGI Philippines country stockist. Now, according to Don McPherson, true prevention is not waiting for bad things to happen. It's preventing things from happening in the first place. That's correct. That's why prevention is better than cure. And according to Bill Gates, treatment without prevention is simply unsustainable. That's correct, because even how rich you are, if you are sickly, you will end up having nothing. So better off, prevention is better than cure. Now, Mega Glorian International is having its advocacy. Its advocacy is to help blind people or help glaucoma patients. We give 1 million pieces of medical glasses to glaucoma patients. So this is our advocacy. And for those who are glaucoma patients, they can avail of our free medical glasses or free medical eyewear by simply complying the following requirements. The first one is they have to fill up glaucoma application form, and the second one is they have to submit requirements like the following: medical certificate, medical abstract or OCT, and photocopy of ID. So these are the requirements that the glaucoma patients have to comply before they get a free medical eyewear. Now, we have got negative iron spectacle effectiveness test report. This is a manifestation that our or flagship products are known as the non-graded medical eyewear are really effective. So all the non-graded medical eyewears that we have are really that effective based on this clinical test report. And the question is, why do we donate? Why do we have this advocacy? Because we know that glaucoma has no cure. With EyeInspect, it is possible to control IOP or intraocular pressure, but of course you need to continue to use your eye drops as advised by doctors, or you need to continue using the prescriptions prescribed by your medical doctor. Now, understanding glaucoma. What is glaucoma? Glaucoma, also known as eye cancer, is linked to a buildup of pressure inside eye called intraocular pressure or IOP. It can damage your optic nerve, which sends images to your brain.
The main culprit in the development of this disease is eye pressure, also referred to as intraocular pressure. This term refers to the pressure within the anterior chamber of the eye, wherein the drainage of aqueous liquid is not occurring normally, causing the fluid to build up. This buildup of fluid gradually leads to high intraocular pressure, which can possibly result in damaging the optic nerve and eventually lead to blindness.
The optic nerve is just like the bridge between your retina and your brain. If the optic nerve is damaged, retina could no longer communicate with the brain and vice versa. Then it ends up a blindness. So better off this time, we have to protect our eyes by using the non-graded medical eyewear introduced to us by MGI. Don't let all these eye problems happen to you. So what's the solution? The solution is we have to use the nanospec EyeInspect. The nanospec EyeInspect is the flagship product of MGI. Now it says here that 90% of eye diseases are caused by hypoxia or deficiency of oxygen. That means no enough oxygen, no enough supply of water. That's why you get to have hypoxia. Now these are the common eye diseases that we encounter. The first one is what we call pterygium. We have glaucoma, sore eyes, eye sty, diabetic eye disease, dry eyes, conjunctivitis, cataract. These are common eye diseases that we get without using the product of MGI. We have the flagship product called non-graded medical eyewear. It is the EyeInspect nanospec. Now the lenses of the non-graded medical eyewear that we have triple protection. Why? Because all lenses are normal lenses without grade that has the following coating. Okay, so what are the coatings that we have? The first one is anti-UV, anti-ultraviolet. So the first coat protects us from the ultraviolet rays from the sun. The second one, the second coat protects us from the blue light or the blue ray. The third one protects us from the radiation. Now, let's look at the short video presentation about the harmful effects of UV light and blue light. Here we go.
UV rays attack the cornea and the crystalline lens. Over time, their cumulative effect contributes to the crystalline lens getting cloudy, potentially leading to cataracts. Visible light penetrates deeper into the eye. Long-term, part of it can severely damage the retina. It is blue-violet light.
In this demonstration, we'll show you the MGI Medical Specs anti-blue ray test. The objects used are the following: card with white strip represents our eyes, ordinary spectacles, and the actual blue light. Let's check and see how blue light penetrates our eyes using the ordinary spectacles. It is a very clear manifestation that our ordinary spectacles don't have protection. You might have very expensive specs, but they don't give you protection. Now, let's check the difference when we use IonSpec NanoSpec in this demonstration. We use the same objects, except in this demonstration, we change it to NanoSpec IonSpec from ordinary spectacles. By using NanoSpec IonSpec, the blue light cannot penetrate our eyes. This is a clear manifestation that with NanoSpec IonSpec, our eyes are protected. You will have that assurance that by using NanoSpec IonSpec, our eyes are protected from getting different eye problems brought about by the harmful blue light emitted by our gadgets. Let's take a look at the MGI medical specs anti-UV and anti-radiation test. In this demonstration, we want you to see how ultraviolet radiation affects our eyes and how effective the NanoSpec IonSpec is in terms of blocking and preventing the ultraviolet radiation from getting into our eyes. Take note that the card with white strip represents our eyes. Our eyes in this demonstration are in direct contact with the ultraviolet radiation from the sun. That's why the white strip has turned violet or purple. This is a manifestation that the ultraviolet radiation penetrates our eyes. Constant exposure to the UV radiation significantly damages our eyes. And now, let's take a look at the next demonstration, which has something to do with the anti-radiation test. Because radiation is invisible, we try to use radiation detector instrument, an instrument that measures the strength of radiation of a particular electronic device. As you can see, the computer's radiation in this demonstration reaches around 400. But when IonSpec NanoSpec is placed near the computer, the radiation's strength goes down. It is a manifestation that MGI Flagship product works in combating radiation.
Now, let's talk about the engineering of IonSpec and NanoSpec. The creation of IonSpec NanoSpec is the merging of nature and technology. The frame is made from a patented tourmaline nanotechnology, where tourmaline particles are transformed into its tiniest form for easy absorption and penetration to cells. All natural materials and the technology engineered in the eyewear come together to supply the eyes the needed support to promote better metabolism, better circulation, and better detoxification. In other words, these materials, all materials that we use for our frame, are transformed into tiny particles or being pulverized for easy absorption, for better metabolism, better circulation, and better detoxification. Once it's being absorbed, it actually aids in the metabolism, in the blood circulation, and the detoxification. Now, tourmaline, what is it? It is a semi-precious gemstone which naturally emits negative ions, alpha waves, far infrared rays. What are the benefits to us people there are loads of benefits. Is it proven? Yes. There have been countless scientific studies into the effects of negative ions, alpha waves, and far infrared produced by tourmaline on the body. Even NASA have done some. Now, what are the 5 elements embedded in the frame? These are the 5 elements: negative ion, nano silver, far infrared, germanium stone, and 72 types of minerals. Let's start talking about negative ion. What is negative ion? Negative ion is called the vitamins in the air. What are the benefits of having vitamins in the air or negative ion? Strengthen the immune system, remove fatigue, increase the flow of oxygen in our body. So that's the function of the negative ion. So in other words, if a particular product has negative ion or negative ions, then it helps us in our immune system, that strengthens the immune system, and it removes fatigue and increases the flow of oxygen. Why? When the oxygen is being increased, yes, the flow, that means because our blood is the main transport system of oxygen and nutrients to the different parts of our body. The circulation of our blood is better, it's good and outstanding. That means the blood supplies enough oxygen to the different parts of our body, especially our eyes. Now, the second element is nano silver. What is nano silver? It is a natural antibacterial. It's antifungal and eliminates toxins and viral infections. That's why we do have this element, which is nano silver or natural antibacterial. How about far infrared? Far infrared is a heat energy. It aids in the detoxification process. It accelerates blood circulation, improves metabolism. That's a function of far infrared or the heat energy. How about the germanium stone or germanium stone? It is anti-cancer. It helps treat headache and anxiety, helps in blood circulation or purification, protect against radiation damage. That's anti-cancer. And the last element is the 72 types of minerals. So imagine our non-graded medical eyewear is not ordinary. It's no ordinary. You may be having very expensive glasses, but they don't actually protect your eyes from the harmful rays, from the harmful blue light, blue rays, and etc. However, our non-graded medical eyewear called nano spec ion spec is there to help you. These are the examples of where we can get negative ions. The negative ions are plentiful when there's evaporation of water. It's plentiful in the waterfalls, ocean surf, and after having rain or when there's some kind of a storm. Especially after the storm, you can have plentiful supply of negative ions. And of course you can have plentiful supply of negative ions when you are at the beach, forest. These are the places where you can get plenty supply of negative ions. Now, how MGI nano spec ion spec medical frame work? The negative ions in the frame are absorbed by the retina that passes through the blood vessels, sending good signal to the brain. The brain commands the body to repair and correct the damages. That's how it works. Now, if you start using our nano spec ion spec or medical eyewear. These are the early usage effects. The first one is you can have watery eyes, you can have a tearing, gowned, dizziness, headache, sleepy, drowsy. If you experience one of these or some of these, that means your non-graded medical eyewear is working. Others may experience it more than a couple of days, but others experience it only for a day. It depends on our system. Non-graded medical eyewear is certified and recommended by World Health Association, Taipei TCM Medical Center Clinical Report, certified by Korea Far Infrared Association, ROS compliant, Glaucoma Society, BZ130-10012, CE, and QBE, and Floater Eye Society. You know, QBE, product liability insurance, is worth 100,000 Malaysian ringgit. Now, if you can prove to MGI that our non-graded medical eyewear doesn't have negative ion content, then you can claim that product liability insurance worth 500,000 Malaysian ringgit. That if you can prove. Now, the nano silver frame kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. It is proven by Malaysia ChemLab tested. So that's the certification. It's actually certifying a certificate of analysis that the nano silver frame really functions perfectly well because it kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. Now, as I mentioned a while ago about the frame and the lenses of our medical eyewear, it says that it is 8-in-1. It's no ordinary. It's 8-in-1. Why 8-in-1? Because there are 3 coatings on the lenses and there are 5 elements embedded in the frame. Let me repeat, it's 8-in-1, 3 on the lenses and 5 in the frame. Okay, so lenses are coated with anti-UV ray, anti-blue light, anti-radiation. That's 3. And a frame contains negative ion, nano silver, germanium stone, far infrared, and multiple types of minerals. 5 plus 3 equals 8. So it's 8-in-1. That's why I said it's no ordinary. It is really a superb protection to your eyes. Because when you wear our non-graded medical eyewear, you get to enjoy the following benefits. First, it increases oxygen level to the brain, prevents migraine, prevents vertigo, prevents tumor, prevents headache, prevents brain cancer, prevents radiation, prevents sinusitis, prevents risk of hair loss, reduces stress, reduces free radicals, reduces premature aging, can improve learning concentration, helps prevent glaucoma, cataract, astigmatism, retinal damage, floaters, lazy eyes, myopia, presbyopia, eye strain, eye tiredness, and eye dryness. Now, you will truly enjoy choosing the range of eyeglasses, the non-graded medical eyewears that we have. We have got different shapes, we've got different designs, different colors, different styles, of course. So you can choose whatever that suits your taste. We've got everything you want. And of course, as mentioned a while ago, yeah, these are the different types of glasses that we have. We've got eyeglasses as well. You can choose best designs like the one I'm wearing at the moment. I like this. I so love this because it suits the shape of my face, and it's very, very effective, especially when I'm wearing this one under the sun. Yes, it protects me from having that glary experience, and it's very nice, especially when I'm driving. That's why I love this.
Regarding the prices of our products, we have the price based in the Philippines. For the full specs, it's 7,800 pesos, and for the half specs, it's only 3,900. Now going to the price in dollars, for the full specs, we have got it at $175, while the half specs, it's only $87. So we've got it for you, especially if you live in the United States of America. Now for those who live in Europe, especially in the mainland Europe, we've got the price here in euro. For the full specs, we've got it at 150 euros. For the half specs, it's at 75 euros. Now let's move on to the price in pounds. If you live in the United Kingdom, if you buy the full specs of our iron spec, it's only 140 pounds, while the half specs, it's only 70 pounds. Thank you.